What's up, Ringside Collectibles and WrestlingFigures.com fans? We're here at San Diego Comic-Con 2025, and I'm here with the one, the only, AEW star, Speedball Mike Bailey. Mike, how are you, man?
I'm doing fantastic. Thank you so much for having me.
Of course, it's so great to see you. We were talking a little bit before this, like, you were working some 2CW shows. Shout out to 2CW. That's when you and I met previously. What is it like being just one of the top AEW stars now?
I mean, it's fantastic. This is what I've been building to my entire career, and I was just saying to your colleague, PWG was a really special time for me, and I feel like it's that independent spirit of letting the audience dictate what they want. And then AEW kind of took on that mentality of putting on a great show without any ulterior motives, philosophically. Sure. A great show for the audience to enjoy, and of course that's why the best come to wrestle at AEW.
The best, including Speedball Mike Bailey. Let's talk about some of your gear, like your entrance gear. Some, there's like the frog gear that you had, like just absolutely cool stuff. We're here in the Jazwares booth right now. What are you looking forward to in terms of wrestling action figures in the Jazwares AEW line for yourself?
For myself, first I got to shout out Sway Archer, who is the person who makes all my gear. And I don't need to do much work on the design. I'll know it's going to be a good costume if I'm able to tell him, hey, here's the vague idea that I want. And then he just takes it and rolls with it. So the Balatro costume that I wore to Double or Nothing, I think he absolutely blew it out of the water, and that is one of my favorite. I knew I was wrestling Okada, right, who is probably the best dressed pro wrestler of all time. It's incredible watching him. Like, even outside of the ring, he's just always extremely fashionable, just the coolest guy in the world. So I needed something to try to match up with Okada in terms of coolness. And that Balatro gear just, one, looks great, even if you've never actually played the game, but also really encapsulates the spirit and the aesthetic of the game in a way that adapts to pro wrestling very well. So that Balatro gear is super special to me. But also the frog gear, the Glenn gear, Chrono Trigger that I wore to Dynasty is super special to me because Glenn is a character I can really relate to. Aside from just like, he's really cool, I love frogs, it's a great game. The idea of the character, he's undersized, he's literally cursed, he's a noble knight that was turned into a frog and just went, screw it, we're going to roll with it, and I'm going to be the greatest frog of all time. I think that's super inspirational.
One of the all-time great video game characters, of course, in Chrono Trigger, and really incredible gear that you had. Between those two, which one are you hoping for a figure?
I think that the frog gear would lend itself to a figure a little bit better. I think the colors are bright, and that helps.
Pops really nicely.
It really does. I mean, I've been making an effort from AEW as a lawful good character to wear bright colors and look like a good guy. So I think that works really well.
That would be really exciting. Are you a collector of any kind yourself? Like, do you collect action figures, or even aside from action figures, anything else?
So until 2 years ago, I collected absolutely nothing from my professional wrestling career. But probably, I think 2 or 3 years ago, I got sick of streaming on Twitch with a green screen in the background. Okay. So my wife and I decided to build a shelving unit for our background with a lot of stuff from our lives and our careers that we love. So I've just been collecting. A lot of figures ended up on there, right? Mostly figures of other professional wrestlers that I love and have worked with and want people to see, and that's where great. When I do interviews from home, that's always in the background, so you can see a little sliver of what I like.
Love it. Amazing. So here at Comic-Con, is there anything else like you have your eye on that you have to absolutely see while you're here?
So mostly it was Jazwares. Again, I was excited to see the AEW figures and everything because I think that's fantastic. But the number one thing that I knew was the center of attention is my wife Veda absolutely loves Squishmallows. So Veda was dying to see the new Squishmallow drops. So that was probably the biggest thing. But I mean, there's so many cool things all around, it's hard to narrow it down. But the Jazwares booth is really where we're trying to...
For sure, you're in the perfect place for it.
Exactly.
AEW figures and Squishmallows, excellent. So For AEW and your career trajectory, you know, you're like on TV every week. It's amazing. Where do you go from here? Like, what's your ultimate goal, do you think, in AEW at this point?
I mean, my ultimate goal is to be world champion. I want to take over, and I want to win all the belts at one. However, right now, I think Jet Speed is doing absolutely fantastic things. We've built a really great core audience, and people who support Jet Speed are really loud about it, which has been amazing every step of the way. I think Kevin Knight is absolutely phenomenal, and it's going to be, at some point, after Jet Speed has won the Tag Team Championships, it's going to be a race between me and Kevin to see who gets the World Championship first.
Looking forward to that race and all the incredible matches that come with it. Speedball Mike Bailey right here. We're at San Diego Comic-Con 2025. Thanks so much for talking to Ringside Collectibles. Really looking forward to when your Jazwares AEW figure comes out.
Me too. Everyone is super excited that I've spoken to, so hopefully soon. Thank you all so much.